Yeah, 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 I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah, 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 I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, you got no time for that. How could you?
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The tip is won by the...
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia with the basketball. McConnell fires the three. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
McConnell stuffs it down with authority.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Jay D'Angelo is for him.
Well, he has a chance to own Brooklyn this season and own New York City. Look at the signs of growth this young man has had over the last couple of years. He went through that situation in LA. He came to New York. It's a matter of time before you feel like D'Angelo Russell or D'Lo will take this game over.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Smith with it up top. Lead stands at 7. Russell with it up top. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here's a chance from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The drive right to the basket. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Mike Scott sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Hollis Jefferson. Russell fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. McConnell. Count the bucket for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Sixers control it. The Nets have the rebound. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation to McConnell. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time. Russell into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. 3 for 4. Good start.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
To Hollis Jefferson. To Russell. from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Good shot, man.
Brooklyn's got it to Russell. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Smith now into the front court. Lead is 12. To Hollis Jefferson. Sixers with the rebound. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Russell with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to play in a very one-sided first quarter thus far. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
McConnell. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Russell into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. Knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
It's the free throw.
Good shot, boy.
One quarter down, and a great start for the 76ers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we... Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Couldn't keep it in. Out of Spencer Dinwiddie. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons. Subbing in for the Nets, number 9, DeMarre Carroll.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Simmons.
Screen.
Redick. Beyond the arc for three. Textbook defense. Gets it in the left corner. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. To Simmons. Harris. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down a bundle. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
And finishes strong.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Harris to Redick. J.J. Redick, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Joel Embiid pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Simmons. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Short jumper misses. To Davis. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers have the basketball. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
Envy. I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
To Hollis Jefferson. Fine to shoot. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. To Tobias Harris.
Double.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Allen Crabbe.
Screen right.
To Dinwiddie.
Screen coming. Switch.
Short jumper off the mark. Harris. He He throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. To Allen Crabbe. Cruises inside for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Simmons into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And the finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Dinwiddie. Shot from the lane won't go. Deep right corner, Harris. And a putback slam.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. J.J. Redick. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. He gets it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. McConnell. Here comes the screen. To McConnell. No good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Amir Johnson snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And the basket good at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Russell. For 3. That no good. Off the mark. Another shot won't go either.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Has a look. Shot by Davis, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Can't connect. To Russell. To Allen Crabbe. Fires the three. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Butler. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Napier with the basketball. He'll run the offense to Allen Crabbe. From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Yes, D'Angelo Russell, now 4 for 9.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Brooklyn with the basketball.
Hey, watch this screen left.
To Russell. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. McConnell. Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Napier with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Russell lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night. And
someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Russell. And scores. Strong take.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy leg.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And finishes strong.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Butler to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
And easy to get back on defense.
Here's a chance from long range. That misses with 3 seconds left. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers could not have been more dominant in this game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers, it wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers showed us how important defense can be in this league, especially when it leads to plenty of opportunities on the other end of the court.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
No time to waste. Someone got dunked on. Let's go watch it. If the one's going to the rim, you have to get out of the way. The one has no chill tonight. I actually taught the one how to dunk like that. That highlight's gonna be on my feed for a while. Thank you guys for watching, and peace. No time to waste. Someone got dunked on. Let's go watch it. If the one's going to the rim, you have to get out of the way. The one has no chill tonight. I actually taught the one how to dunk like that. That highlight's gonna be on my feed for a while. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The tip is won by the Sixers. Out of bounds.
All right, let's bring the fire.
Substitutions.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Philadelphia with the basketball. From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The assist from number 12, Tyree Evans.
Joseph with it. Looking to make something happen. Evans to Young. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. To Evans. Young. Knocked loose. Picked up. Here we go. McConnell. Tyreek Evans sends it away. Joseph with it. He'll run the offense. Has a chance. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Second effort. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Miles Turner swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Fires the three. Now that's a contest. Has a look. That's no good. Miles Turner sends it away. Shot from the lane won't go. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Pacers with the possession. Down the lane to lay it in.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
He gets it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Turner. Evans to Turner. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Indiana with the basketball.
I got him. You got to get up on that. Yep, I got him.
Screen coming.
Here we go.
Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Evans. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1-2 trip. Joseph with it. Trailing by 4. To Young. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Oh, Miles Turner. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
For 3, that's off the side of the rim. No good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Number 40, Philadelphia 76ers.
Thaddeus Young. Couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot, bro.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot, buddy.
For 3. That's how you defend. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Pacers control.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball. Oh, you gotta look around the screen. You're killing me.
Has a chance. Shot by Evans won't fall. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one at Bankers Life Fieldhouse with the Pacers on top. Back with more from Indy. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, Tom.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Has a look. Sabonis can't connect. Big finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, Check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
New blood coming in for both.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Entering the game for the
Lazy pass there, setting up the basket. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Collison. Trying to cash in, and a put-back slam.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Not that time. It's Sabonis with the rebound. Turner. Fires the three, buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
The assist from number 8.
It's Indiana basketball.
I got ball.
To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo's shot no good. Lets it fly from long range. Pulled down by Sabonis. Collison into the front court. Leads one. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. And counted at the rim.
Ed, you're allowed 2 steps after you pick the basketball up. It doesn't matter which feet you step with, but 2 counts.
Collison. To Turner. Miles Turner slams it down.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
That's out. Last touch by Domantas Sabonis. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Collison to Oladipo. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Collison.
Cutter, I got yours.
Here comes the screen.
Hands up, back door.
shoot for Indiana. Collison's shot won't fall. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Gets it in the right corner.
Hey, double screen.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. 3 for 6 now.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better, was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oladipo into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Mike Scott snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Passed it off. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Beyond the arc for 3. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Young. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Sixers have the basketball.
Come right, come right.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. It's the Sixers out in front. So the Pacers with the basketball to...
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Subbing in for the Indiana Pacers, number 23, Wesley Matthews.
To Oladipo. From the outside, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Matthews. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Pacers with the possession. Good look that time, but off the mark. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Young. Deep left corner. Matthews. Can't connect. Fires the three. No good. Miles Turner with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Sixers control it. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Matthews. Wesley Matthews above the rim. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Young. Matthews. Off the iron. No good.
I got him.
On the
In a playoff game, it will.
and finishes strong.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Philadelphia with the basketball. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. To Turner. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. 15-footer at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers came away with the victory in this one. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense. And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pacers just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.